Congratulations, you've just won your 5th Classic Cup. Helios Express was a short price favourite to do so. Just sum that up from your point of view, because that was quite a performance.
Well, I haven't seen a replay, I haven't had a close look at it, but it seemed like that he was pretty strong in the run, in a slow run race, and he was sort of lucky to get out, get the brakes and get the leader down. So it could have been prettier than that, but he got the job done, so that's the main thing.
He certainly did, and obviously we spoke in the week leading up to this race, and clearly you had your horse on top form today. Had he showed you all the right signs since the mile win that he was ready to go that extra yard now?
Well, he's been good. I mean, the degree of difficulty just gets greater as these races continue for each of the horses, so it depends who's most suited in that particular event. But his health has been good, and his work's been good, so at the moment we're sort of hoping he's got another one in.
That other one in him, as you mentioned, obviously I'm sure you're all hoping will be a derby. It's 3 weeks until a derby. What does he do between now and then, obviously, with that time, and obviously going up in trip as well?
We'll see how he does at home in the first week, and that'll give me a guide as to how I should continue with his preparation.
Having Q on board, I mean, obviously he's a man of vast experience, and it was noticeable, given how slow they went, how strong he was. But he was very cautious. Didn't even pick the stick up on him in the closing stages. He was always quite confident as well.
Yeah, I'm not sure how confident he was that he was going to win, but he certainly it was a difficult assignment for any rider, and he certainly made a good fist of it.
You also ran ensued in the race. We must touch on him as well. I mean, that looked to be, John, a near perfect trial for a derby.
Yeah, well, I'll have to go back and as you will have the advantage of having watched it, I haven't watched him closely yet, and there's several horses to probably look at in the race, and I'm sure there'll be a few sad stories, but it looks as though he's run a very good race, and as we have known, he should be a little bit better suited at the 2,000 metres. As I say, it's a completely different race again, and with different chances.
John, I know it's hard to compare different years and different eras almost, but this was your 5th win in this race. You've obviously, for a long time known which type of horse it takes to win this. How does this guy stack up against some of your previous winners?
I think some of my winners in this race were long-priced horses, and that's sort of indicative of the race, actually. I'm sure there's been quite a few big price winners in the race, but this horse has had extremely good form going into the race, as probably starting price would suggest that the public were expecting to be dominant, and so therefore I'd say that his form would be better than the other horses that I've had that have won the race.
It's obviously nice to have 2 very talented 4-year-olds in your stable. I mean, looking ahead, obviously, clearly, should he come through his derby well, you've got a very nice horse for the future, and I guess, he looks the type that's certainly going to build up into a top lineup. Yeah,
well, it's hard to say where they go. It depends on the strength of this crop that we have at the moment. It's difficult to assess them until they're exposed. So they're all sort of starting their careers more or less in Hong Kong, and we'll see what the future holds for them.
John, the future certainly looks bright, I feel, on the evidence of today. Very well done, and many congratulations on another Classic Cup.
Thank you very much.